think I might give away $1 million bucks. I think I might give away a brand new truck. Cause I feel good, yeah, I feel good. Cause I feel good. Hey, I think I might take a little shopping spree. Goddamn, all drinks on me.
Back, y'all.
Yeah, I feel
Back for another live stream.
Lord, look, what a beautiful day. My enemies ain't here, they gone away. I feel good, everything is okay. Feel like giving all my money away. Cause niggas is broke, it ain't no bread in the hood. Look what they did, they sent their fans in the hood. I ain't gonna change, I'm coming back through the hood. Do what I do and get back to the hood. I'm blessed, went places I've never been. I live to see a black president. I'm good, yes, I feel good. Drinks on me, baby, what's good?
I think I might give away $1 million bucks. I think I might give away a brand new truck. Cause I feel good, yeah, I feel good. Cause I feel good. Hey, I think I might take a little shopping spree. Goddamn, all drinks on me. Cause I feel good, yeah, I feel good. Cause I feel good. Hey,
for the ones who got more than one mouth to feed. Yeah, so high, got them riding on E. Daddy needs shoes and kids gotta eat. They can have every last penny on me. Me and Swizzy rolling in that Lambo. Sit back reminiscing when I never had no dollars. Pride is my poor dear mama. Stuck to the fight like a trained out boxer. So I know what it feels like to not have much. I should give away what I made last month. Cause I got a lot to feel good about. I think I'ma give away a good amount.
I think I might give away $1 million bucks. I think I might give away a brand new truck. Cause I feel good, yeah, I feel good. Cause I feel good. Hey, I think I might take a little shopping spree. Goddamn, all drinks on me.
Cause I feel good. Cause I feel good. I feel good, though.
One shot for my niggas in the state band. Two shots for my niggas still hustling.
Hey,
I feel good.
hey, we still hustling, y'all.
When I rose from
Come
the
on,
bottom,
come on,
it feels
come on.
I'm gonna introduce to y'all a new dance. It's called the money dance.
The money
Pull
dance.
the money out your
Hey.
pocket like this, like
Hold
this.
up.
Put your hands in the air like this, like this. And you simply just bounce. Throw it all around. Throw it all around. Throw it all around. Throw it all around. A little more now. Throw it all around. A little more now. Throw it all around. I think I might give away a million bucks. I think I might give away a brand new truck.
Cause I feel good. Cause I feel good. Hey, hey, hey.
I think I might take him on shopping spree when the club goddamn all drinks on me. Cause I feel good. Yeah, I feel good. Cause I feel good.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome, 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 welcome. Man, all I can do is say is welcome to the live stream, y'all. Let me check my levels real quick, just to make sure we sounding good for the live stream. By the way, if y'all want a good podcast, man, check out this live stream tonight. But you can check out all the other podcast episodes that we've done this week, y'all. Welcome to the live stream again. I'm your boy, your K.L.P, your boy, Kennedy Lucas. Welcome. Uh-oh. Turn my phone down just a little bit. Welcome to the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. K.L.P. We are here live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, let me tell y'all. I told y'all I was gonna do a live stream tonight because I promised that to you guys as well. Let me tell you, uh, Charlotte, North Carolina has been it's been a very, very fun trip because there's a lot of things that can go down here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As you guys can see behind me, we're not just at the outskirts of Charlotte, North Carolina. We are in the city of Charlotte, North Carolina. It's been a fantastic few days. I promised y'all a live stream. I promise you, we got topics and stuff that we were able to get some topics for this stream, but um, I wanted to talk about Charlotte, North Carolina because it's such a beautiful city. It's a beautiful city. If you guys are out and about, you're thinking about where can we go next outside of Atlanta, come to Charlotte, North Carolina. Of course, it's I want to say about an hour flight, but it's about a 3 hour drive from Atlanta to the city. It's spectacular. You see a lot of life, right? There's a lot of life on the streets. Now you'll see a lot of life on Atlanta, but you see a lot of life here on the streets of Charlotte, North Carolina. It's been very, very fantastic when we was able to um, when we was able to do our thing and go out there in the streets and really see some styles of Charlotte, North Carolina. It was fun. It was very fun. We got to see a lot of restaurants out there. We got to see a lot of I know there's just a lot of things that you could do in terms of the city. You can see a lot of the buildings. Now, let me tell you, Charlotte, North Carolina, they trying to be like Atlanta. That's what they trying to be. They trying to be just like Atlanta, and I love it because you think about Charlotte and Atlanta. Charlotte is kind of like the miniature version of Atlanta, just a little bit, because you have the cities, the skyscrapers, and then you see a lot of the young folks. Of course, there's a Johnson and Wales University here, and I think in University of North Carolina is here in the city. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but there's a lot of college kids here in the city. A lot of people were jetting to work. Like this morning, for an example, I got up and when I got up to do my thing, get up and get ready for that wonderful scrumptious Starbucks, I went downstairs and we were able to see a lot of the college people, number one, but you see a lot of the adults that's working today. It is your typical Friday, so it's a lot of work that a lot of people are doing. Um, so let's get down to the nitty and gritty. Let me tell you. Let me back up first before I get ahead of myself. Let me tell you about Charlotte, North Carolina. Um, Getting here was sort of a breeze. Typically, it takes you 3 hours. It took us 4 hours because something I never thought that we would run into, y'all. But we ran into some traffic, right? We ran into a lot of traffic here. Very, very interesting to see that happened, but traffic does exist outside of Atlanta. And it's just, we make jokes about it, but I was just very curious about it because, we're making the jokes, but really, traffic does happen a lot when it comes down to here in Charlotte. So traffic, we hit traffic. We got into there, and we're staying at the Omni Hotel, very great hotel. It's luxury now, right? It's luxury, but it's not super duper luxurious as, let's say, the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas. Shout out to Las Vegas. First of all, Las Vegas was a fun trip, but the Omni Hotel and Resorts here in Charlotte, North Carolina, is a hotel I recommend. I think when you stay at a luxury type hotel like the Omni here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and also on the the Wynn hotels in Las Vegas, you don't really want to go anywhere else, right? You don't really want to go anywhere else. So we ended up doing our thing and booking for the Omni Hotel and Resorts. Very nice rooms. They have a restaurant and bar. They've had a downstairs area where it leads into more shopping spaces, and then after that, it leads to different offices. You guys saw it on my Instagram. I did have a chance to go to get my workout in. Now, I'm glad I'm starting to start this routine to where that to make sure that I don't run into like going out of town and not going to the gym. Usually when I'm on vacation, I'm not hitting the gym up, but technically this was kind of a work type of trip, so I knew that I needed to form some sort of workout. I thought they had it. They probably do have another section here in the hotel, but there's another section outside the hotel. It's called One Athletics, and it was a very good gym. I was able to get a nice little pump in. I did some cardio and lift some weights and did some leg press. I was able to get a lot of great things in for One Atlantic. Shout out to them. I kind of feel like I'm cheating a little bit because usually when I go to the gym, I go to Crunch. Shout out to Crunch Snellville. I go to Crunch. So going to a different gym for just this week, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say I felt super dirty, but I kind of felt dirty because usually I go to my home staple gym. I kind of had to cheat and go to another brand, another gym outlet out there. It makes sense though because I genuinely enjoy working out, and to see that I was able to do that with ease, it was very fun. So we ended up doing that. We ate at the restaurant the first night, and it was really good. I had cheese. I had grilled cheese, and what was it? Grilled cheese and fries. Because on the way in, we ran into some traffic. On the way in, we stopped at McDonald's, and then we was able to do our thing there. But we also ended up eating at the restaurant. Now, let me get my shout outs out the way because I got some people tuning in to the live stream right now. So I always got to do that. First person that tuned in, Tito. Shout out to you, Tito. Tito, look, we worked together back in Amazon days. I'm glad that I'm not working those because let me tell you, even here in Charlotte, North Carolina, obviously there's Amazon trucks and Amazon delivery drivers. It's hot. They're doing their thing. It's tremendously hot. So I really recommend that. And then we got Evan Simone. I remember Evan. Shout out to you, Evan. Evan was somebody I went to private school with. So shout out to her as well. Hope both of you guys are doing well, by the way. Thank you for thank you for tuning in for the live stream. We're live from Charlotte, North Carolina. We are not in the studio. We're not in Swanky Studios and K.L.P Studios in Atlanta. We are here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm here to give you guys a live stream event. So, we ended up doing that. Grilled cheese, fantastic. Very fantastic food we had. And then the next day, ended up going to Starbucks. And let me tell you, well, I went to the gym the next day. Let me tell you, I got my stories now. I'm in the gym, One Athletics here in Charlotte, North Carolina, inside the Omni Hotel. And of course, there's a lot of people who are fit and working out. They look over to me. A lot of people looked at me because they like, ooh, is he new? Did he just move here? He does not look like he's from Charlotte, North Carolina. And I had one of my little outfits on, my little tank and my shorts. I was feeling my workout. And I'm walking in there and they could tell they did this number here. And I'm like, yeah, they know I'm not from here. So with the hotel, it comes complimentary with the sign in. You just got to sign the waiver. And, I did my little joke and I said, ooh, I feel like I'm cheating. I normally go to Crunch. And then the lady, there's like, yeah, there's quite a few Crunches here in North Carolina. They're just far out from the city. And I said, yeah, I know, but I just didn't want to drive all the way out for a workout at Crunch. I can just do it locally right here in town. I don't have to get in the car and go anywhere. So I'm doing my treadmills. And what's interesting about this gym is there is a no, and I cheated because I think she said there was a no recording and there was a no phone call policy at this gym. And that was very unique to me because I didn't think that exists. I thought that was just going to be something um, that was just not existing. So you couldn't record yourself in the gym. I sure as hell did and I tagged them too, right? It's a one-time deal only. It's free promotion for you. I'm gonna record for my Instagram, right? I understand the no phone call policy because when people get on the phone, they talk really loud. And for the gym, it's supposed to be. I can tell that this gym had kind of a quiet type of vibe to it. I think a lot of gyms are like. I'm glad Crunch is not like that because there's a lot of noise at Crunch in Snellville. It's people grunting with their workout, people talking, people working out. I sing when I work out, like so. I'm glad Crunch is not like that. But this gym, I could tell, this gym was different. This gym had a lot to do. This gym, you had to respect the rules of this gym because this was the gym that a lot of people you wanted to be respectful for. So I get it. Got my workout in. This one girl comes in there, and again, I swear, ladies, I don't know what it is, man. When I'm working out, I'm on my own. I'm doing my own thing, and you just gonna plop your butt right next to me in my workout. I'm like, hey, you did it. So if I look over, hey, you're in my space now. You're in my bubble, right? I was minding my own business. You gonna come over here and you gonna sit down your fine ass next to me? Okay, because crunch gym people gym goers, ladies, y'all know what y'all doing. So she's peeping over to me, and I'm peeping over to her, and I'm lifting, and I'm already swole and got my thing going on. I'm already doing my thing, and she looks over, she gives me a smile, I give her a smile back. Nothing creepy, but just kind of polite with it. We are in North Carolina, so you have to be kind of careful with some of these people out here. So it's one of those things that happened. I had a great workout. I ended up going to Chick-fil-A that next day. Chick-fil-A was scrumptious. Then we ended up back into the hotel room because, believe it or not, guys, I'm in school now. Yay! I'm studying. I'm getting my PhD in organizational leadership, so I'm in school. So I had to kind of take my schoolwork with me on the go, and I was able to get my homework done here. And it leads up to the event last night. Um, Very, very exciting to have that event last night. So last night we had our second private screening. So last week we went to Biloxi, Gulfport, Mississippi area. We did a live stream. Go check that out on our Instagram. That stream was very, very fun to do. Um, so this was the second time. This was the second night, second week. Very, very excited for that because this was something that, we worked hard on it. I got to give a shout out to Shell Purcell. I got to give a huge shout out to my mom. My mom is the executive producer for this documentary. So it's a lot of things that goes on to this project. Her name's Daphne Patterson. She's executive producer. So it's just I don't know. It very gets very excited when we invest in stuff, and we premiered it at Cinemark. Cinemark was amazing. As always, people came out to the event. People had some good laughs. We got some pictures. It was fantastic. It was very, very fantastic. It was one of those things that I get very stoic for. This one was special because I was able to also make a speech about the growth of podcasting, what we're trying to do. I connected with quite a few people, and we're going to have them on previous more shows coming up in the future with K.L.P Entertainment. So very, very exciting for that. Um, that was a great night, very successful night, and a lot of people just enjoyed the comedy special. I can't wait for the viewers at home when this gets picked up with streaming networks. You guys get to see it. I'm gonna get very excited, so you guys can see this comedy special. But it was a great night. I slept really. Let me tell you, y'all, I've slept so good, and I sleep good in my own home. I do. I love to sleep in my own home. I get it done in my own home. But when you go to a luxury type hotel, when you go to a luxury type hotel and you really get it in, you really enjoy your time of sleep. You really enjoy your time of sleep. I've enjoyed every last minute of my time of sleep and enjoyment. Very, very good. Um, North Carolina is very beautiful. I also was able to walk the streets of North Carolina. I would say it's very beautiful, but this was the thing that really got me to really think about life and me being very successful, me being humble, me being working hard and just living my best life. And the reason why I bring this up is because one thing I did notice with the city itself is you have to be careful because there's a lot of homelessness here in North Carolina. It's a lot of people that's out on the street. Not to say that they don't exist anywhere else. They definitely exist a lot in Atlanta. Um, but you really get to know that every city has its own version of homelessness. And I don't want to say it's a problem because I mean, things happen in their lifetime, but there's a lot of homelessness in North Carolina, so you do have to be careful. The other day, I had to go to the ATM because I had to make a deposit, and this guy comes up and I don't know. He was asking me for some cash, and I told him I didn't have any spare cash. And then he was like, "Well, well, I see you putting money in right now. I see that." And I'm like, "Well, yes, sir, but that's my money, right? That's something that it didn't even for me. It was a business deposit, first of all. Um, and usually I do give to homelessness. I do give to if I see where it's a parent and their kids and they're homeless, they're very hungry, then by all means. But then you got to be careful with that because sometimes parents use kids as sort of the bait for them to get some money. Um, I don't necessarily, and this was a trick that my dad taught me. You don't necessarily want to give money if you're homeless and you say you're hungry. If you tell me that can I borrow $5 to get a sandwich because I'm hungry, then one thing I would do since you say you were hungry, I'm gonna go to that McDonald's and buy a sandwich and give it to you, right? And see what the reaction is because usually they'll say that to get the money, but they don't use that to go get food. They use that money to buy drugs. They use that money to buy crack, right? So it's one of those things you kind of have to be careful. You kind of have to be careful. And a lesson learned too: you never want to go to an ATM technically by yourself. If you see a kind of a large number of homelessness, you just kind of have to be careful because some homelessness they would leave because they're desperate. They're going to do some crazy things, and to avoid you to not get hurt, you have to be careful, right? And I do feel bad for people who are homeless. I really, really do because I could never phantom or can't. For me, I couldn't. I can't picture myself being in that space, right? I don't. I wouldn't know what to do. So I get very, very, very sad when I see that because it's like, damn, like they're hungry, they're tired, they want a nice cold shower, a nice hot shower, and a nice cozy bed, getting out of the cold, and they're not able to do that, right? So I think a lot of people, PSA to a lot of people, I think um, a lot of people should be thankful for what they have now because I get it. It's hard out here for a lot of people, right? A lot of people are struggling with their bills. A lot of people are struggling to pay a bill. A lot of people are struggling to live. They have these jobs. They don't pay them as much, but you really, 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 really have to think about okay, well, I work very hard and I'm tired of working hard for this job. They don't give a shit about me, but I'm able to be in a nice cozy bed at night. I'm able to get me a nice hot meal at night, right? I'm able to take a nice hot shower and to not get sick, right? So you really got to think about it. I think a lot of people don't think about that enough, um, but you really got to think about it. Um, so that's one of the things I saw in the city. And this was after when I went to the gym. After the gym, I'm walking out in my um, gym wear, and I'm swolled up, I'm buffed up, and I'm walking through, and then like a lot of people like, especially the ladies in North Carolina, they something else. They go like they interested. So it's very very interesting with that. We tonight we did the so today I went did a little bit of shopping. That was always fun. And then I ended up going to the pool. They have a pool here on the second floor on the rooftop. That was very nice. They have some couple of screens here too. They had a bar and all of that jazz going on. So it's very very exciting for that. Um, that was the basis of it. That was the basis of the trip so far. Like I say, Charlotte, North Carolina is such a beautiful city. It's really beautiful at night. It's very beautiful. You gotta see it, guys. You guys have to see it. Now they do have traffic, right? They do have traffic. As we get a new person, sis, my sister Deamber has tuned in. She says, "Hello, hey Deems, how are you?" Um, sisters. I got two sisters and two brothers, and I love my sisters. I love my family. I do. Um, Yeah, so like I say, Charlotte, North Carolina, very, very beautiful. The scenery is nice. If you ever want to take, and I tell y'all, there's quite a few hotels around here, right? You got your Courtyard, you got your Marriott, you got your DoubleTree, right? Hey, I'm not hating, but for my fellas, if you really want to impress your lady and you really want to do big dog shit, you need to stay at the Omni Hotel. You need to stay at it, but just the experience, just one time. You're gonna be very, very pleased with yourself when it comes down to it. Um, that's pretty much it. The food was pretty good for the most part. Food was pretty good for the most part. Except for one thing, and I hope my mom probably gonna see this later on, either live or later on demand. So we went and got some tacos, and this was before the screening. We went and got some tacos. The taco. I like a nice chicken taco. That's just me. I like a normal chicken taco. I ate that thing. I ate it like I was like I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat it. It's gonna be very, very impactful. After the premiere, and after the premiere was or the screening was done, my stomach was hurting. Of course, they had an after party. I said, y'all, I may not come. Excuse me, I may not come to this because my stomach hurts. I'm not feeling good. I'm just gonna pack it in for the night. I'm sitting there taking a shower, cleaning myself up, brushing my teeth, getting ready for bed. I'm laying down. 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, bam, my stomach hurt. Stomach's in knots. Don't know what it is. So I'm in the bathroom shitting for a couple of hours, and not trying to get too gross, but hey, this is what we do. I'm in there doing it up real good in the bathroom, and then I'm like, all right, I'm fine. Just had better out than in, right? I lay down while I'm watching some anime. Bam, my stomach hurt again. Oh, gotta get up. Did it for a couple of minutes. Then I laid back down and it was fine. So you got to be careful what you eat. My mom did see a food truck out in the street and she wanted to try it out. But then I was like, well, mom, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a good idea. You might have a stomach ache from this. And the reason why I say this is because it's not to dishearten the great folks that have food trucks. Because some people who have food trucks, they make some really awesome food. But you have to be careful because I've had one bad experience the many, many times I've been in New York. One time, my one experience, I ate from a food truck in New York. My stomach started to hurt and gargle, and I was in the bathroom for a couple hours. Right, so you have to be careful with these food trucks. Sometimes you gotta really see how they process their food. You gotta really see. Okay, let me see what you got going on. Right. So she wanted to try that. I said, I don't know. You may not want to do that. Um, and then we didn't end up doing it. We went somewhere else, right? So, one thing I do notice about a lot of restaurants and shops here in North Carolina is that they close early. And I guess it's just kind of a culture shock because typically when it comes down to the shops itself, in Atlanta they're open for late because everybody's trying to get that last minute deal in. They're trying to sell you something last minute, or they just trying to get your money last minute before they close up shop. But one thing I've noticed, a lot of restaurants and a lot of shops here in Charlotte, North Carolina, they close early. Like I'm talking 4 or 5 o'clock early. Because there's been a time where the first night we're trying to find something to eat. Mind you, we landed here around I want to say 6 o'clock on Wednesday, I want to say, and it ended up being to where we had to eat at the hotel because every restaurant was just about closing. Like they were just done for today. Very, very interesting how that happens. Usually in Atlanta, they're doing their thing and they're up late with the restaurants, but a lot of restaurants close early. Um, yeah, it was great. It's a great trip. It's something that you want to something that you definitely want to come here. Of course, we did have some downtime between today and yesterday, so I ended up watching Supercell. Supercell is this new Netflix show that is available now. Netflix is about the it's I think it was based on the UK if I'm not mistaken. Not 100% too sure, but a group of people that's finding out that they have superpowers. But it's not like your typical superhero superpower type show or movie. It's very gritty. right? You got a lot of grit in this show, so I do recommend it. So I end up watching that. The latest season of Bel Air is now happening. Very excited for that. The story of Will and Banks' family. They're expanding more on Peacock as well. So we got a lot of shows then within our downtime. Um, yeah, this this has been a great trip. It's been very very good. Shout out to all the people who's been watching my stories the last few days. I know. Uh, Shout out to the people who watched Shell's live stream because we've I was producing her live stream the last few days, and to see that we're able to go to a movie theater, sell out in a movie theater, have our screening there. It's very very impactful, and it just kind of shows you the growth that we're trying to do with K.L.P Entertainment, right? And I get very, very humbled with that as well. Taking some downtime and doing that up really well. So I really, really, really enjoy traveling. I know a lot of people when they tell me, "Hey, I'm packing up," people are like, "You leaving again?" I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta go. I'm on tour." So very, very excited for that. I'm super, super excited for that, the traveling part, because it all started with what? It started with Vegas, and this summer's been good. I had two vacations, and not to gloat or anything, but I had two vacations and two work trips, all in the span of 3 months. you know, so you had Vegas for my sister's birthday, who's tuned in. Shout out to you, Deems. That Vegas trip was awesome. And then I had to go to Puerto Rico with my squad. Y'all know who y'all are, my squad. And then last week we went to Mississippi. Mississippi was interesting. And then now this week we're in Charlotte, North Carolina. So very, very excited. It's been a great, great summer. Possibly one of the best summers I've ever had. And I think that I like having this being the great summer because if you guys don't know, the last few months have been kind of rough as the ambulance come. You hear that a lot too. Well, not a lot, but it's loud because we're in the heart of the city. So the microphone probably picking it up right now. I hope they're okay, whoever they're going to. But yeah, the last few months haven't been as smooth. A lot of people, know that I've been had to take a course correct on things. But this summer I feel like it makes up for all the pain and all the mental health that I've been through at the beginning of this year. It's been kind of rocky because job change and had to deal with somebody who was not very nice to me, and to change it up to where I've got close friends that have the best interests in heart, and they, wow, yeah, the best interests at heart. And they come to my shin. I threw a shindig at what was it, beginning of July, so that was pretty cool. A lot of people come and they support me and they support what we're trying to do as a business, and a lot of close friends keep up with each other and they say, "Hey, yo, Kennedy, you all right?" Because I do say mental health is very important. I tell everybody this: mental health is so important. And to see that I've got loved ones, my family, my friends that love me and care, and now to be in this blessing spot to where I can travel damn near four times within the summertime, that's dope. That's really really dope, and I love that so much. Um, and it's only the beginning. My podcast show's coming back online. K.L.P in the morning's been back online, but we're doing it up real big. S&M Primetime News, my anchors and I, we're doing good on that show. And now me coming back and going back to school, I don't know, it's just been very very exciting this summer, and I just can't wait for the fall time to see what fall brings, because there's more traveling for fall. um, Going to California in December, can't wait for that. It's a lot. It's a lot going on that has just blessed me and my family with so much, and it just. I pray every day. I pray for my family members, my brothers and sisters, and mom and dad every day, and to see that they're doing good and they're striving, they're excited about the future, what we can do. I don't know. It just gets me excited. It gets me so excited. Um, and it's been a great journey. It's been a great journey. We've got more filming stuff to do. The photographer, my new movie, Pixar movie, is getting ready to drop soon. So it's a lot of great stuff going on. and I get very, very excited for that. So I thank each and every one of you, Charlotte, North Carolina, the people of Charlotte, North Carolina. You guys are awesome. It's lot of grace. A lot of people here in the Omni Hotel. A lot of the staff members. Let me tell you, I have not seen a better hotel besides the Win. Besides the Win, hotels, and it is true. Hospitality is dying because a lot of folks who have listened to um, a lot of people who listen to the stuff has been very. And hold on one second, because Amber says audio is gone. Audio shouldn't be gone because we're streaming audio right now. Let's see. The stuff has been very. And hold on one second. Okay, so I got audio on my end, sis. She might be, because I know the Wi-Fi is not really strong. So if the stream is chipping out at some point, that's true because it's you can't hear us. You might be able. I don't know, sis. I don't know if it's where you're at. Cause I just tuned in because I have it up on my phone with one of my other accounts. Let's try that again. Let's see. I don't know, sis. I don't know if it's where you're at. Cause I just tuned in because I have it up on my phone. Yeah, I have it up on my phone and I heard it, sis. So, sis, if you can't hear us, rest assured we're gonna upload this on demand on streaming platforms too. So, because it might be, because I know that she's out of town too celebrating. Um, where was I going with this? I was going somewhere with this, y'all. Bear with me. Um, oh, hospitality. Hospitality. I want to say. I want to say hospitality is dying because a lot of people who work in hospitality, they're starting to lose that customer service because they don't get paid enough. And I just kind of want to be sort of an advocate for that because I think if you work in some sort of hospitality industry, doesn't matter what job it is, it could be Hilton or Marriott, you should be paid a fair wage because you deal not only with the hard work what comes with running a hotel, but you deal with a lot of people. You deal with a lot of people that give you attitude and give you bullshit. That's just part of being hospitality. I get it. But sometimes you kind of lose that that hospitality inspiration when you have to deal with it because it's just the society that we are in. It is one of those things where when hospitality people have to deal with bullshit, they kind of forget about their job at that point, right? And then they turn around and say, "Oh, it's not the same. Hospitality is not the same as losing his lunch." Yeah, because they have to deal with so much bullshit that y'all don't know, right? And they get tired of it. So I that's where my mind's at with it. That's where my thought process is. And the reason why I say that is because like the Win here in the Omni Hotel in Charlotte, North Carolina, we pulling up and they're getting in the door for us. They giving our bags. I'm like, damn, I feel like a damn millionaire. Like pulling up in here, and I'm just, an average slow mo Joe just checking into a hotel. They really put their passion in with it. And I was gonna take my luggage to my room, and the bellman, he was like, no, that's my job. I got you. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, because I'm so used to. So we checking in, and the ladies was so nice and so hospitable, and just asking where we're from and what brings us here, and we were kicking it up. And then I get into my room. Bags haven't come yet. Not even 5 minutes later, me checking in, knock on the door, boom, boom, boom. They're like, hey, I got your luggage. I'm like, that was quick. So, we tipped the man, and, he was telling us, and he's going to, surprising, his name is, I think he said his name was Isaiah. He's going to Invest Fest in Atlanta at the end of the month. So, I know about that because Joe Budden and the buddies, they talk about that a lot. And then I'm like, oh, well, that's great. Come on down to Atlanta. You're going to love it. Traffic's going to be a bitch, but you're going to love Atlanta. And he was very enthusiastic with it. He was very, very enthusiastic with it. So I don't know, I get very excited to see that. And he was young. He looked like he was younger than me. Not too much younger than me, but he looked young, right? So I know this is just his stepping stone. He probably was in college here. He probably went to Johnson and Wales University. I don't know, but he gets so excited about his future, right? And he's doing hospitality, and he's so good at it. And then I looked over and I said, yeah, he need to go to a bigger hotel, like a more upscale, luxurious hotel, because he would be good at it, right? He hasn't lost that rust. He hasn't lost his pride in doing hospitality, and that's what gets me excited for that young man. So I don't know. It gets me excited to see that. Um, but I think hospitality, people who work in hotels and resorts, they deal with a lot of shit. They deal with a lot, too much, in my opinion, and they don't get paid enough to deal with it. So that's why the hospitality industry is gone. But you're gonna see that at the I don't want to say regular hotels, but like the smaller type hotels, like the Omni, the Wynn. That's a luxury hotel. That is Class A hotel. You ain't gonna find no better service, a Class A service than those two luxurious hotels. And then you got your Marriotts, and then you got your Dover Trees, and you got a lot of other hotels that might have lost their luster, lost the hospitality part of a hotel, and it's been great. Omni hosting us, and it's been good. It's been good. It's been very, very fun. It's been one of those fun things that I love doing. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to Charlotte, North Carolina. I've ran out of things to say here on the live stream, so we're gonna cut this one now. If you guys enjoyed this live stream, thank you so very much. Rest assured, if you didn't tune into the live stream right now, it is going to be uploaded on demand later on this week, so you guys can rewatch this live stream live from Charlotte, North Carolina. We love y'all for that. We love y'all for that. So that's going to wrap it up here on the stream here today. Catch y'all next. We're going to be back into the studio to give y'all another new episode of K.L.P in the morning and SNN Primetime News. Very excited for the next episode for that, especially the podcast. Um, After meeting a lot of people from the uh, screening, I have one person that is interested in becoming a guest host for that show. We're going to announce her name in the next episode, the K.L.P in the morning episode. I'm so excited for her to come on the show. It's going to be very, very fun, and we're going to see what we can do with that as well. So that's going to wrap it up here. Guys, thank y'all so very much. We're out of here, heading back to Atlanta very soon, and we'll catch y'all on the next live event. Peace.